Well, I planned on filming something different this morning, but at some point, this shelf here decided to fall, and there is like stuff everywhere. So let's see how bad my car is. At least my hood was open. That's good. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some good nicks here and there. Oh, it literally shattered my headlight. Wow, this isn't how I wanted today to start. I was gonna drive the Mark III to church today. But I don't see that happening now. I do have an extra passenger side headlight glass. I'm pretty sure the one I picked before was the driver's side, so that's good. But yeah, this is not really how I wanted my day to start. From what I can tell, there's only a few scratches like on this side and that side and the broken headlight. But the grill seems to be okay, which is a big thing, which is fine. This headlight's good, so I think for the most part, we're okay. I don't feel like touching it right now. I gotta go, but when I get back, we'll address that.
10 seconds later.
Okay, we are back home. Church was awesome. Got to just chill and relax. Surprisingly, I'm not really mad about also falling on my car. I'm not really sure why, but I just kind of don't care. Actually, I think it's because, well, one, I'm very grateful I actually have right here spare headlight glass. So I didn't have that headlight glass to be a big problem, but thankfully I do. So actually, I think my mom cleared out some of the damage, some of the wreckage. Oh yeah, we got glass. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, rip headlight. Wow. Wow, dude. Well, I already replaced that one, so I guess it's time for this one. But oh my God. Sorry, headlight. But the grill itself, though, the grill looks okay, which is important, which is very, very good. I'm glad this is okay. Rad support looks fine. And this is good. As long as my hood latch still works, I think we're okay. Does it still work? Haha, okay, so we're fine. All we gotta fix is the headlight, we're good. And I really don't see too many scratches, don't speak too soon, but you know, honestly, can't lie. Halo EFX, you're doing me solid because all of this, literally, all of this fell straight on my car. I'm glad my hood was up too. So one headlight to fix, some glass to clean up, but I think we're good. Did it scratch at all anywhere? There's gotta be a scratch somewhere. Dude, I'm thoroughly surprised and impressed with this stuff. Anyway, there's a little nick right there, but not really bad though. Dude, I'm surprised there's like not a scratch anywhere. Got a shattered headlight, but that's pretty easy to fix. I'd rather fix that than trying to fix paint. Anything over here? Oh, we got a little scuff right there. You can see that or not. Let's see. A little scuff right here, but honestly, cannot complain. Not bad. Not bad. Gotta say, I am thoroughly impressed with this Halo EFX stuff. And I'm very thankful it's just a shattered headlight and I have a spare piece of glass and really nothing else. So the plan for today is number one, fix the headlight, and then number two, we're changing the fuel filter on the car because I've had this car for 7 years and I've never changed the fuel filter. And I can only assume the previous two owners never did it either. And I've had a brand new one for like 3 years sitting in the garage. So we're gonna change the fuel filter on the car and then probably head over to Greg's house, do some beer, six things, just hang out. I just want to drive the car. Now that the car runs and drives, I just want to drive it everywhere and just get as much driving as I possibly can. But before I get too ahead of myself, let's make sure the car still runs, you know. It worked yesterday, but let's just make sure she still starts. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. You see some cold start action. Just makes me so happy. I think it's safe to say now we fixed it. I think it's safe to say at this point, I don't want to get too ahead of myself still, but I think at this point the car should run always and be good to go. What a good sound. I can't wait to take the Mark IV cams out and put them on 262s and it's going to sound so much better. Yeah. Our Ripperino headlight is now out. And I did notice there is a pretty good scuff on this side in the clear. Right there. But maybe a little wet so you can fix that. I don't know. But either way, still not too bad. Now it's time to heat this up, pull these clips off, separate this glass off, put the new glass on, seal it up, and we're good to go. Should be a 12-hour process. I am so glad I had bought both sets of glass that Danny sold a while back. Because remember, this one here is my old one. I think there's a crack on it somewhere. Where is it at? Right there. Right. Hold on. Move thing right there. Hit a rock coming back from Savannah. Big chip on this side, but that was for the driver's side. So thankfully, this one here is for passenger side, and we'll be all set. I am so thankful I have this. So out with the old, in with the new, and I'm keeping this one still. You know, it's cracked a little bit. It's still better than like, you know, like that. So if you have extra glass for Ecos, let me know. I'll buy it from you. I want to keep a stock on hand just in case, you know, random like this happens. I always have backups ready to go just in case. Broken glass is off and we're left with this. I have my new one ready to go. How I assemble my headlight back together in the same way I did for this one. I've had no problems, no leaks. What I do is I put a line of clear silicone on the lens itself. I don't pull off all the old silicone. I get a torch, I heat this side up so it's sticky and gooey again. Clear silicone on this side, sandwich it together, and I've had no issues at all. So that's how I'm doing it. Some people say to take all this stuff back off, but it's there and it's a pain to get it off, so might as well just heat it up, reuse it, and it works perfectly. And bam! Fresh, clean, like it never ever happened. Everything's all been smushed together and clamped down. What I like to do after I do all this, I put silicone on both sides, smush it together. I like to go through it, any little like cracks between the glass and the actual housing, I fill with silicone just to make sure there's no chance of leaking. Up next, I'm gonna go ahead and put on these bumper holders, whatever you wanna call them, the pieces that go on the side right there, hold the bumper to the fender, make it look real nice. I've made a bit of a discovery. So I said my car didn't have it. I didn't think they did. But come to find out, this fender actually has one. You can see it right there. But this fender over here does not have one and doesn't even have holes to put it in at all. If you remember, this fender here is my junkyard Bennett fender. I love it so much. I got this off a 94 Golf, I want to say. And maybe in 94 they didn't use those at all because this fender over here is originally from my car. This is a 97 fender and it has it. And the VR6 we saw yesterday was a 97 as well and it had them. So I'm guessing earlier model Mark 3s didn't come with that little support piece there. So that side's got it. This side doesn't. I can't even put it on. So I guess we'll just go ahead and skip all that. Cool. A lot of people ask me why I painted everything in the black. Well, because you see all these scratches here. As we took things out and put things back in, a lot of scratches. There's scratches there, there's a little nick over here, down over there, there's like scratches, so a lot of stuff. All we need, get you a good little Sharpie, you can go to town. With a little Sharpie magic, we are looking brand new. Brand new. Gotta love black. Last thing to do is put in our new fuel filter. I'm really curious to see how nasty this one is because I've never changed it. I've had this car for 7 years and put hundreds of thousands of miles on this car since I've got the car. So I'm really curious to see how bad this thing is. All right, we are under the passenger rear door of the car. That is your fill filter right there. There's gonna be two 17mm, one on this side and that side holding the little housing bracket in, and then two hoses on the front side and on the back side. Under the bracket, drop it down, pull your lines off. I have a little thing here to catch whatever fuel falls, swap it out, and we're pretty good. Pretty straightforward, easy to do. And she's out. You can see that one's pretty like I said, I've had this car for 7 years and not once have I changed the fuel filter. That's probably not good on my part, but it is what the car still ran. So now we have our nice brand new box one here. It has an arrow on it, so you know which way the flow is supposed to go, going from the back to the front. And also the housing here, you can see it there, has an arrow on it as well. You just match your arrows up, so you can't really mess it up, and the bracket only fits one way, so pretty easy to do. So we're gonna pop that one out, pop this one in, and head off to Greg's. When I was talking to Miguel, he told me to feel the weight difference between the new one and the old one, and this is completely empty right now. And like, this one's like, it's pretty solid compared to this one. This one is so much lighter. Oh yeah, this is a little PSA to everyone. If you haven't changed your fuel filter, change your fuel filter. Miley looking nice and complete once again. Gonna go see Greg now. Probably gonna take us a try or two to start the car until the fuel pressure builds back up. Let's get her going. There she is. Now we're kicking. It's currently like 57 degrees out and the car is loving it. Woo! It's VR weather, baby, let's go!
A few moments later.
The things that I go through with this car, I literally cannot make up. This is why I say I don't want to get too excited about the car. The car still runs fine, don't get me wrong. But I'm pretty sure one of the little forks inside my shifter box here just snapped. I went into 5th gear, it felt super loose, and now I'm pretty sure the one right here on the bottom side just snapped. How does this stuff happen? All right, I can't quite tell if it's actually snapped, but you see, like, if you look down here, let's see if we can do this with one hand. Okay, so right there should be connected to that one down the bottom. Sorry, it's really hard to do this one-handed. Okay, so that one there, that gold piece right there, should be connected to this piece here, going back and forth to change gears. But obviously, you can see that it's not connected anymore. I don't know if the arm on this has snapped, or if there's a pin. I can't remember which one it was. If it's a pin, that'd be lovely. I could just push it back in. But the problem is, there's like no room to work from this side to get underneath that, I don't think. And I'm also kind of in a parking lot. So yeah, I can't make this stuff up. I don't even know how this kind of stuff happens to me. Like, just one thing after another after another. I don't get it. I had to actually go back real quick and watch from my old videos when I rebuilt all of this transmission stuff. There's actually a little like W, like a little shit like cotter pin that goes in behind that piece that holds it to the shift rod here. I don't know if it snapped or just fell out. Either way, that's what I need to fix. I need to get that piece back on here so I can shift the car. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that here in the parking lot or what I'm gonna use to fix that, because I can't get down in there from this side, and there's no way I'm jacking this car up and dropping that box in this parking lot and pulling the exhaust out. That's not happening. So, oh, why me? Okay, so if you look right there, that little piece right there, that's my little W cotter pin thing that's fallen out. I don't know how to get to it or put it back in, but there it is. Good news, right? So aside from literally jacking the car up, pulling my exhaust up and dropping this box down and then opening the entire box up, I have no idea how I'm gonna get in there and get that connected back on. Sick, Miley, sick. So I'm glad I brought half my toolbox in the trunk. I have a flathead, a magnet, some zip ties. I'm gonna try and MacGyver my way out of this one. Okay, so the way I was trying it isn't working. I was trying to just get this thing to kind of pop back on. I just can't find where that pin sticks out. I think the next move, I'm gonna try and take off this bolt and pull this center rod out. I know it's gonna hit that, I can't get it all the way out, but if I can at least get my finger down on this side, that might help a bunch. Okay, so updates as of now, I was able to get the shift linkage that goes from the trans back to the shifter shaft onto the bottom of the shaft there. There's a little bush that goes inside to keep it from like moving too much while it's on there. Somehow I think like deteriorated and just fell completely out, but the shaft is connected to the linkage. If I can find a way to zip tie down there and zip tie the linkage to the shaft, I think we're good. I think we're good. Why car? Why? Like, I need a break from this car breaking every single time. This is getting to be ridiculous, because at some point now I'm gonna have to pull this apart and take all of it back out, and I really just don't want to do that. Okay, what I've done here, what should work, I have a zip tie going down on that side. I managed to get it through the bottom of the loop and linkage. I have this one here going down that has a loop. You can see on the end of it down there that this one is going through, so I can loop it through this one and pull this one up and bring it out. Zip tie it to here, and we should be good to go. It might be a little bit loose shifting, but it should work. Ladies and gentlemen, by no means am I saying this is the ideal shifter, but I think we're gonna be able to work. So zip tie number one going down and around, hooked up to the linkage, and then this one here holding it so it can't fall off, but it's tight. I think I can select gears. Might be a little bit loose, but I think we can drive the car. Please work. Okay, the car still runs. That's really, really good. I was able to get the car into neutral because when this actually first happened and it broke, I was on that road over there in 5th gear, cut across, through the traffic, and swooped in here real quick. So I think we got it. Please. I mean, it feels decently tight enough that I can probably drive. Please work. Okay, so the issue I'm having now, this I'm pretty sure works fine. Where I zip tied it from the bottom to the top, now I can't push the shifter down like it's supposed to go. And my first gear, like I said, my first gear is like down and over, and my second gear is kind of down and over as well. So I might have to start from 3rd gear maybe, and it's not worried about going down. Or I'm gonna have to try and re-engineer this so I can move the spring down a little bit. Oh, what a nightmare. We are running, we are on the road. I was able to adjust this so I can push it down enough to make it in 1st and 2nd gear. I think it should be good. I really hope so. All right, we got 2nd. We got 3rd. We got got fourth. Oh, okay. Okay. Like I said, this is definitely far, far below ideal, but the car's running. We're not stuck anymore, so I'll call it a win for now until the car catches on fire and burns to the ground. I mean, I don't know. What can go wrong next? What can go wrong next? I shouldn't say that. I really should not say that at all. Please, Miley, just be good to me now, please. By some miracle, we've made it to Greg's house. Like I said, you'll just never go look at it. Like what I just had to do.
I don't even want to look.
What I just had to do was absolutely ridiculous. Like I think 30 or so minutes of me just messing around, zip ties, and but you know what? It still runs. It sounds good. But like I can't win right now. I literally can't win right now. Be very gentle. Listen, I had a MacGyver or something. Be very gentle, please.
You know what? And it sucks that you had one in your grasp today or yesterday, pretty much.
Well, that was for his swap, but yeah,
I understand.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
you could have literally just had it.
So I think I'm gonna source out an O2J kind of thing and build another one. But like, what are the odds? I'm just glad I was able to fix it because like that was a pain,
point, you
dude.
Just buy the Mark IV stuff.
Saying, do the new stuff.
Might as well.
Because like I was like, come on, dude. So I was looking at Greg's shifter and feeling how his felt. In Greg's car, if I would do this in my car, that's his first, but that would be my third, and then going back and going down and over would be his reverse, but that's actually where my first is. So I'm pretty sure we're thinking that my tower itself was just messed up somewhere, which is why I can't find the proper gears. Because like everything he has in here, like I matched mine up exactly to how his is, and I just cannot find the gears in the right spot. So I think mine's just broken. Either way, I'm gonna try and get the O2J shifter tower and shifter box and do kind of like the Diesel Geek stuff. So now we're just gonna full set and build the whole thing and make sure it's bulletproof because I don't ever want to do this again. Well, we made it home at least. I don't even know how to really explain today because my headlight got shattered and busted out. And the exact same day my shift linkage breaks and I almost get stranded. I'm just really lucky I threw a handful of zip ties in the car before I left. Got super lucky. Not the most ideal shifter ever, but I was able to still drive and made it home. So we made it home. I can't say much more than that. At least we made it home. I think, I don't know what I want to do now in terms of the shifter. I could fix the bushing inside my shift box. No matter what I do, I have to drop that box out of the car, which sucks and it's annoying to do. There's no way to pull it up, I don't believe, which means exhaust needs to get pulled off, heat shield comes down, drop the shifter box out. And once it's out, I don't think I'm going to go back with that one. I'm going to do an O2J in the Diesel Geek, whatever it's called in the front. The same thing that John has in his Cabrio. Really nice setup. I think my ultimate problem though, besides obviously my shifter is broken right now, I think my shift tower on the transmission is actually broken, which is why I can't find reverse, or I can, but I have to push super hard and like kind of jam it in, and then my gears are kind of off. I think my shift tower is actually bad. We've checked everything else. That's the last thing, that kind of the mechanical piece. I think the shifter tower is bad. So I think at this point, I mean, I could fix the bushing inside my shifter box, but if the tower's bad, which putting it past my car, I guarantee that tower's bad because my car has a great way of working and then it just, you know, it's done working all of a sudden. I have to replace something and then it's fine again. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for an O2J shifter box, linkage, and tower, and then do the Diesel Geek shifter bracket things up there. I don't know how soon I'll do this. I think next week I'm in Jacksonville for some wedding stuff. I get married in like 3 months, 4 months. Absolutely crazy. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I'm going to try and do all the O2J stuff. I don't know if we'll do it next weekend, but I think between this week and next week, I'm going to try and source all those parts. Whether I have to go to the junkyard and pull one out myself, or if one of you guys has one. If you guys have an O2J whole shift box set up, like shifter, linkage, and tower, and you want to sell it to me, let me know. Don't try and charge me the whole world, but I am going to need one. This car just never ceases to give me exciting, interesting days, to say the least. But we did make it home. The car still turns on and runs great. So I mean, there's that. Don't forget, be thankful every single day. I will see you guys next time. If you have an O2J shifter, let me know. I'm in need of one. Peace. I think Miley could easily be a reality TV show. Easily.